If you're a busy woman with spiritual gifts and you keep hearing about how online courses can help make you money online, but you have no idea where to start, well, then you're in the right place. Because today I'm going to show you 5 simple ways that you can start making money online through online courses, even if you're juggling work, kids, laundry, and, well, life. Here's the truth that nobody tells you. Most women don't fail at online businesses because their ideas are bad. These women fail because they're exhausted, overwhelmed, and copying the strategies that are built for people who have 16+ hour workdays and 0 caregiver responsibilities. I built my first online course while I was running a full-time job and going through a divorce. And the only reason it worked is because I simplified everything. Today, I'm going to teach you the 5 monetization paths that I teach my clients, all laid out in a way that is doable even for the busy woman, and also still aligned with your personal values. If this is the first time we're meeting, I'm Dr. Kara. I have a PhD, over 10 years of experience working in ed tech in Silicon Valley, and I have helped billion-dollar companies create thousands of online courses that have yielded hundreds of millions of dollars. I've also personally created multiple 6-figure online courses meant for spiritual practitioners. I've helped thousands of people build online courses that sell, and I'm bringing that same expertise to busy women like you. Because when women like you step into their power and make money, we uplift the entire planet. So if you're tired of feeling like you're constantly starting over, or you don't even know how to make your first dollar online, or you're posting content on social media only to see it go into the void and have nothing happen, or watching everyone else launch stuff while you still feel stuck, or better yet, maybe you're wondering, do I even have anything worth selling? Girl, I have felt all of that too, which is why this video is a shortcut. By the end of this video, you'll know 5 different ways that you can make money online by selling an online course. Whether you want a small, hands-off, low-pressure offer, or you want to sell a premium course that gets people to come time and time again, I got you. So today we're breaking down selling your course directly, memberships and subscriptions, adding coaching or support, affiliate marketing, and live workshops and Zoom classes. I have literally sold courses in all 5 of these categories, and I will break down each one so you know what's involved, what's realistic for you, your lifestyle, or what you want to put effort into, and I'll share some examples of what some of my favorites are and why. These are also the exact paths that my clients use when they're starting an online course for the very first time. Number 1, sell your course directly. This is the classic path to what we call passive income. I use these quotation marks because I don't really like that term. There's nothing really passive about it, but it is in the sense that if you build it once, it runs itself. You only have to build it once and you're done. So essentially what you do is you create your course, you upload it into a platform, and then you sell that one course over and over and over, sometimes years later. This is perfect if you want a simple, evergreen product that literally makes money for you while you sleep. Now, mind you, you will still have to do advertising and tell people that your course exists, but when it comes to the actual offer itself, you record it once and it's done. Some of my favorite platforms that I use to sell online courses directly include Kajabi, School, Thrivecart, and StanStore. All of these platforms have their own pros and cons in terms of pricing, complexity, features. I could spend a whole video diving into that, but for now, just know that there's tons of platforms available that make it really easy for you to host your course, point people to it, and sell it over and over again. I have sold courses anywhere from free to $7,777. For example, I often use online courses as a lead magnet to bring people into my funnel or offer other services. I've also used this approach to sell a premium product. In fact, I sold a course for over $7,000 in this exact same methodology. So it doesn't matter whether you're pricing low or high, you can make a ton of money off of this if you do it the right way, and of course, put the right level of effort and have the right expertise in order to do it. The second way you can make money through an online course is through some kind of membership or subscription model. So think of your membership or subscription as a monthly service that you provide over and over again to your clients or your students. This could be a monthly experience like live Q&A calls, meditations, trainings. there's really no limit to what you can do with this type of membership or subscription model. What's nice about this model is that your members pay you every single month. This also gives you a lot of predictability about your income and how much revenue you're generating from your online course. Memberships and subscriptions give you that stability of recurring monthly revenue, or MMR. My favorite platform for memberships and subscriptions is Skool. The reason why I like this platform so much is it's so affordable. The features are incredible, especially if you're new to creating or hosting online courses or memberships. And it's very user-friendly. So even if someone's never joined, it's super intuitive and really nice to use. Also, the fees are incredibly low. It's the cheapest on the market that I have found to date, at least as of November 2025. What I also like about the Skool platform for monthly memberships is that it has built-in calendar creation, hosting live calls, and email and announcements that you can send to your members. So you can easily set up monthly Q&A calls, live sessions, put it on the calendar for everyone to see, and there you go. You got a membership. Skool's also designed to capture the interest of folks and inspire them to pay monthly. So the platform is essentially built for this very purpose, which is really nice because you want high feasibility and ease of use for your students. The third way you can make money through online courses is to add a group or coaching package. So this is where your gifts can really shine and even go into upselling to one-on-one clients or offering more premium services. So for example, I offered an online course on Skool that was designed to run for 2 weeks. And that's it. The reason why I wanted to have it such a short window is because basically it was a lead magnet or a funnel into my more premium coaching service. So through that course, I could really see not only how to improve my own services to help my client base, but I could also see who I wanted to work with in a more direct one-on-one manner. This is basically a way to do lead generation, but more importantly, validate the quality of your leads or the people you want to work with. In other words, you might get some students in your courses that have a range, right? There's a bell curve, just like in a traditional classroom. You've got some students that are at the bottom, some that are in the middle, and some that are at the top. And depending on what your offer is for, it might be really compelling to work with those folks who are at the top of the bell curve. These folks are great prospects for your one-on-one coaching services or an additional one-on-one package that you can provide. The other great thing about this model is that if your students go through, let's say, a short experience through your online course, they will also get to know you better. They can see what it would be like to work with you in a more direct fashion, which is also good for them because if you're going to offer some kind of coaching package or private one-on-one session, they'll have a much better idea of what to expect because they've already done it with you, at least in a group setting. This model of an online course will require a lot more of your time than creating an evergreen course that you build once and that's it. The benefit, though, is if you offer more high-touch features or done-with-you services, you do establish more of a connection and better trust with your clients. This model, I think, is great if you want to funnel people to some kind of premium package or upsell that is more expensive and more high quality than, let's say, an experience you might have done earlier in that marketing funnel. But it will require more effort from you to not only support a group within a specific time frame, but you'll also be doing one-on-one or more private services after the fact. So if you like to work with people one-on-one, this is a great way that you can build upon your online course and start to get those dream clients because your online course is designed to help qualify them for your one-on-one services. Personally, I get great satisfaction working with folks on one-on-one, so I love this model. It's a great way to validate the people you want to work with, learn more about your audience, but also, more importantly, they get to learn about what it's like to work with you, and that is what you want. You want to establish that trust and connection with your audience. The fourth way to make money through online courses is with affiliate marketing. So there's a lot of ways to do affiliate marketing. I'm only going to talk about the methods that I used, but just know that there are a lot of flavors of this that you can explore on your own. For example, a lot of YouTubers will get sponsored to, let's say, mention a product or service within their video, and that can actually be a super lucrative way to make money online. But what I'm specifically referring to is selling other people's courses. So let's face it, you are a busy woman. You've got a lot on your plate, and sometimes that means you don't even want to build the online course because that can also take a ton of time and effort. So with this style of affiliate marketing, you can actually just sell other people's products that have already been built. And they've already been vetted by, well, people who bought them, including yourself. And so you know it's good. And then you can feel good and confident that you're selling a high quality product. So there are two ways that I have done affiliate marketing in this way in the past. First, when I was part of iBen's Academy, what we did was essentially create content based off of Inelia Benz and her work that she had already done. So essentially, we took her material, added to it, but redid it, repackaged it, and sold it in a way that was new. So what was nice is that we didn't have to actually be the teacher, so to speak. All we had to do was take the content and put it in a format that offered a differentiator from her core offer, and also sell it in a way that was fun for us. This is actually where we made our biggest money because we were able to sell directly to Inelia's newsletter without necessarily having to work on all of that advertising or market creation ourselves. So if you are getting started for the very first time, this is a great way to start making money online because you're already working with a brand and a name that is already established. All you have to do is figure out how to get people to, well, buy it. And this goes into another version of affiliate marketing that I've seen be really successful online. So back in 2024, when I was brand new to business on Instagram, I wanted to learn more about how people were making money through Instagram. And what I was really surprised to see is that there were a ton of women out there doing what's called faceless marketing, where they're literally not even showing their face and they're just selling digital products like online courses. I was actually really surprised how big this business is because I literally saw tens of thousands of women selling digital courses online, which they hadn't even created. And here's the thing, there's so much market demand for it, it doesn't even matter that there are tens of thousands of women doing this. A lot of them are still really successful, despite it seeming like there's too much competition. But that doesn't seem to be the case at all. I personally didn't sell these faceless marketing digital courses, but I did take them as a student and learned so much about marketing, especially on Instagram as a result. And again, it was just so fascinating to see how many women out there who are busy moms or have full-time jobs or multiple jobs still making time to make money online because they're selling someone else's online course. So this can be a really good approach if you're way too busy to build an online course. Just sell someone else's and get paid for it. So the fifth way to make money off of selling an online course is through live Zoom calls and recordings. This model I think is amazing for beginners. It's essentially what you might call or see labeled as a webinar or some kind of live class that you offer once, and then you can sell it time and time again. There's a reason why I really love this model, especially for beginners. First, offering a live Zoom class is a great way to test your idea. If you're just starting out or don't know how to position yourself as a teacher, this is a great way to test your ideas with real students immediately. Take it from me. I have spent months and months building a course only to find out that no one wanted it. This is true for both my corporate job in Silicon Valley and my personal business as well. So let's say you start to sell a Zoom class. Not only is it really low stakes, but it's a great way to get feedback and test the market and see if anyone wants it. So if you're selling it and no one shows up, then that's really good data that maybe you should teach something else. But if you sell a Zoom class and then a lot of people show up, that's something you want to focus on. The other great thing about these live classes is that if you record it, you can turn it into an evergreen online course like back in step one. I love this model because it's so good for someone who might have tech phobia or is too afraid or doesn't really know how to do the production side of building an online course. It's really low stakes, and I've actually seen people make a lot of money recording a Zoom and turning it into a webinar that just sells over and over again. All right, so here is the last breakdown that I want to give to you in this video. The low ticket versus high high ticket course. So the question I get all the time from my clients and my students are, how much do I sell my course for? So first, let's break it down into two very simple options. And once you see this, you will probably see it everywhere, especially in social media, but also out in the real world too. So first, we have low ticket offers. These are generally listed anywhere from free to, I would say, upwards to about $100. It's not really low ticket if it goes over 100, but depending on how high your premium services are, you could argue that something higher than $100 is low ticket. But for a majority of people, think about it as an online course or digital product that you're selling for less than 20 bucks. What's nice about low ticket offers is they're quick to sell, it's easy for people to say yes to, and they're often geared towards beginners. So if you're teaching something for the first time, it's generally a good idea to have two versions of it. You've got the beginner audience version and the more intermediate or advanced audience version. There's a couple reasons why you want to do this. First, generally, it's a good idea to have more than one offer to sell. You want to have folks get to know you, establish trust with you, but once they have consumed that first product, we want to upsell them into the next thing. So this is where high ticket courses come in. These courses can range generally from over $200 all the way up to $5,000 or more. The most expensive course I ever sold was over $7,000. It was the Instant Manifestation Workshop at iBenz Academy. Now, this was not a beginner's class. This is why it was over $7,000, at least at the time. And the reason for that is because we were offering a lot more transformation. It also required a lot more deeper knowledge and work from the student to be prepared in order to take the class. In other words, there were a lot of prerequisites. The other thing on the business side is that it's generally harder to sell a lot of these high ticket products, but fewer sales doesn't necessarily mean less income. If you sell a high ticket course for $1,000 10 times, you've literally just made $10,000. But if you wanted to make $10,000 with a low ticket item, let's say you had a course for $100, you would literally have to sell it 100 times just to make that same $10,000. High ticket offers can be incredibly profitable, but they might take a little bit more work to actually sell a lot of them. So it's good to have both, low ticket and high ticket. And eventually start with your low ticket and feed people into your high ticket. But if you're just starting out, I would say start with low ticket, do it really well until you get better, and then you know what and how to offer your high ticket offer. So these are all the strategies that I have personally used, both within my corporate role at my edtech company. Now, you do have to put in the work to actually make the course and sell it, or in some cases, sell the course even if you don't make it, but you have to do some amount of work. And believe me, it's definitely doable and achievable even if you're a busy woman. You already have the gifts, you already have the messages, you just need a plan to help get you there. So what I'd like you to do is reflect on which of these 5 models most resonates with you, your lifestyle, and what you think will be inspiring and interesting to do. Because the more you can create your business around your energy and how you operate, the more successful you're going to be in the long run, because that's what's going to help prevent burnout. You're going to be able to set yourself up for success from the beginning. So if you found this video helpful, please hit like and subscribe to my channel. I'm going to be offering more of these videos every week to help busy women like you build profitable online courses. I'd love to hear from you what you're thinking about doing or where you're worried and don't know where to start. So hit me up in the comments below. I'd love to hear what's going on and see how I can help. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.